Good evening, everyone. We're going live here. We're going to have some questions and answers from Jason Patrick and Daryl Thorn. I know a lot of you out there have been wondering what's going on the last few days after the verdict and why some of us have been so quiet. We've been resting up mainly, and everybody's getting ready to either go home or myself, I'm fixing to head to Nevada to support the ones down there. So if anyone has any questions for Jason Patrick and Daryl Thorn, please feel free to ask them. We'll try to answer all the ones we can. We won't be on here a whole long time, maybe 12, 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most, maybe. But we'll let Jason start out here maybe and see what he has to say. And if you have some questions, come on there and we'll start trying to answer them for you.
What was that? I don't know. Some people wanted to hear the turkey call. So, in court, it's turkey season in Georgia. So if I wasn't doing this stuff, I'd be calling turkeys. So I was going to hunt turkeys out in the park in downtown Portland because I didn't think we were getting the verdict on Friday. But since I had it with me, I figured it's my maybe one and only chance to blow a turkey call in a federal courtroom. So. That's what I did before the verdict. So what are we doing? We asking questions or?
Yeah, I don't see any questions yet, but let me get over here and I'll look at them here. I can't find them now. So we've got quite a few people on here. If anyone has any questions, please. Do you both have attorneys?
I mean, I have a standby counsel. Yeah, so I have a standby counsel.
As far as my attorney goes, I'm pretty sure I still have an attorney. I haven't heard anything back on the misdemeanor charges, but I mean, for the most part, I think I still have an attorney. I don't know.
Do you want to kind of explain to maybe everyone that hasn't really heard what the charges were and what happened? Maybe Daryl will tell them what your charges are, since you got the worst part of the charges of any of the four defendants here.
Well, I think you'd be better off.
Well, the charges or
the convictions of the charges. You know, what the jurors found convicted you of.
Yeah. So you didn't have any additional charges except for count
Just
one and
for the
two.
felony
Yeah,
charges,
so,
just 1 and 2.
We were both charged obviously with conspiracy and then carrying firearms in a federal facility in furtherance of the conspiracy. And then there was 2 other defendants that had those charges as well. I got found guilty of the conspiracy charge. He got found guilty of the conspiracy charge and the carrying firearms in furtherance of the conspiracy. And then the 2 other defendants, Jake Ryan and Dwayne Amer, got found guilty of depredation of government property for digging a hole to jump into when they feared for their life. So it's an interesting thing. You can go on YouTube and Google people that have been shot by officers, and they always say they feared for their life, and then they beat that charge with a reasonable person would believe they feared for their life, so that makes shooting an unarmed innocent person okay. And then you have 2 other people who get charged with a felony, not because they shot at somebody or shot somebody, but because they dug a hole to jump in if somebody started shooting at them. So that's unfortunate.
So a couple people have asked here: are you filing an appeal?
Yes, I'll absolutely file an appeal. I plan on filing an appeal the very first day I ever talked to an attorney in jail. I told that attorney, this is a witch hunt. I believe it will be, a Salem witch trial where they convict me of being a witch despite anything else, and so I'm playing for appeal.
Well, I think they've tried to burn us at the stake, so to say.
I was going to file a bunch of sarcastic motions. I even wrote a motion about to the judge that said, how about we just forego the trial? You tie me up with hemp rope, throw me in the Columbia River, and if I sink and drown, well, I'm innocent, and if I float, well, then I'm guilty, and you can burn me at the stake, just like they used to do in the real witch trials. Just let's forego all the formality, and you can just throw me, and if I sink and drown, I'm absolutely innocent, and if I float, then I'm guilty, and you can burn me at the stake. So,
Would it help to raise some money for a better attorney for appeals, or do you need anything like that? A couple people ask here.
In my case, no. I mean, I can't speak for him, but in his case, probably no. I will need an additional attorney for the process. I believe one will be appointed. If that doesn't go through, I may need that assistance, but right now I'll probably have an attorney appointed that will assist in that process.
This is how much money would an appeal cost, or do you know if there's any cost involved in this first appeal?
This whole process, not just the appeals process, if you were to pay for it through a private attorney, would probably cost about $500,000.
So that, and one question here is, since Mumford's charges were dropped today, would Mumford be someone you could maybe hire with this appeal?
That'd be nice.
Since right now I have a court-appointed attorney, and Andrew Kometz is a pretty good attorney, and then we'll go through the process on who it is. I'm pretty comfortable right now. I'd love to hire Mumford. Mumford and I think about things in a very similar way. A lot of the attorneys disagreed with his style and the way he proceeded with the case, but I liked it a lot. So as far as hiring a different attorney, it's probably a bit premature to say whether or not that might be a good idea, but right now it's not something that I'm necessarily thinking about.
There's another question here. Is there anything you need individually, just besides this, or whatever it is? Is there anything anybody can do or you need to help you out while you're waiting on the rest of this to happen?
First, I need John Lamb to have a better camera, but I think that's been taken care of. Right now, my needs have been completely taken care of. I haven't asked for much. The generosity of other people, I mean, I know you can attest, has been tremendous. I didn't know how I was going to afford to be here for the over a month that I was here, but the generosity of others took care of that without me having to ask for anything. And I give thanks to y'all, but especially to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because He provides all of our needs through the blessings of other people. There will be some travel for me moving forward before sentencing, and if I need help, I will ask. I've told people before, since I sometimes tell them I don't need help, they ask me to ask. So if that becomes necessary, I will absolutely ask.
How does
but
yeah?
I can't speak for you.
Daryl's got a long ways to go too. He's got just all the way across one whole state and part of another one. So I know it's been tremendous on you.
Yeah. So as far as right now goes, pretty well taken care of. I'm going to be making my way back up to Washington State, back up to Spokane area here, hopefully by tomorrow morning sometime. But as far as right now goes, I'm pretty well taken care of, and just like Jason said, if there's any needs or anything like that, we will let all you guys know, and we really, I personally, appreciate all the help and support. It's greatly appreciated. Like I said in my earlier video that I did earlier today, it takes a lot of support from all you guys to help us get through all this, and Without all you guys, things would be considerably a lot harder than what they are right now.
Very
so,
true.
On my behalf, I'm greatly appreciative of everything, and I'm sure Jason
Absolutely.
is the same way. So thank you very
Listen,
much.
there's good men on trial in Nevada that are incarcerated and their families are having to survive without them. And because of the situation I'm in, I'm not privy to how it is or how it's going. So, you can follow that and hopefully reach out to those families that I know they've been blessed tremendously, and hopefully all that their needs are taken care of. But if you can reach out down there, that'd be great.
So they got one question. Here's a bunch of questions coming on here. One is, has the judge given an answer yet on the misdemeanor charges?
No, I think unfortunately, I think a lot of people misunderstood and believed that she said that she did what she needed a line for prosecution. I think some people understood that line, deadline, and it wasn't able to find it, and then she had her I sort of assumed she but even that's dead. I heard and from my attorney or from I don't know Maxine.
He tagged the concerning all this stuff.
Thank you.
It does now, or after sentencing?
There's going to be I haven't looked at it because my attorney is pretty confident. I'll be following up with him to find out what the fine deadline is, and he's process new to me, so I believe the initial filing is just file of an intent to appeal and doesn't have to be completely pushed out. So that's the deadline. I'm guessing it's probably jurisdiction deadline. So I think 14 days is in my mind. I don't know exactly in this jurisdiction what it is, but I'll be following up with my attorney right away on that.
So there's a lot of questions coming in here. It says one of the questions was, or what I thought about anyway, is this is the same situation we're in with Hammonds a year and a half ago. It still hasn't been answered. This is all just repercussions of what happened there, and that's what we don't forget. Hammonds, and you guys had to. Now you're facing consequences for taking.
At the end of the day, I read about the story before I ever knew Ammon was even following it. I knew from day one that I would be in Burns, Oregon, following up with the Hammonds I could about the situation. I personally went out of my way to meet Dwight Hammond and see him with my eyes, and to see the tears that he cried and the fear that he had, and an honorable man just standing up and trying to do the best he could, and knew that I was going to do everything I could to either make it where what was happening didn't happen, or make it where everyone in the entire world knew his name. And that's what I did. And I did it through the First Amendment of the Constitution, which is freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of press, and freedom to peacefully assemble and to government for redress of grievances.
Which was never.
So all of it was heard, it was ignored. So
acknowledged.
the redress of grievances is the most important thing, and I assembled to get the grievances redressed. Now the government will make sure that's a crime because it's effective. They'd rather you protest and run around and scream and shout because they can ignore you and they don't answer any questions.
Breaks up, sets up on fire.
But right. But if you assemble somewhere and
Peacefully.
expect answers, then you'll get charged with felony and be in a situation I'm in.
Well, our camera is messing up pretty bad as normal. So, any last words here?
Oh, last words ready.
Yeah.
50 minutes. Let's go. John Lamb needs a camera. Listen, just follow Nevada. Some really great men are on trial for their lives, facing like I think 87 years. I face it if I was facing more. Those men are on my heart. If I go to jail after 6 years, and that is what it is. If I get the maximum with which the prosecution pushing for, but follow Nevada, free baby home, free Dwight Hammond. Yeah, talk to President Trump. Where you at, bruh? I mean, I just president whatever. I mean, just another guy that isn't gonna fix this. All I can.
You know what? Everybody's voice to their own opinion, and I gotta be quite honest with you. Everybody has their difference of opinion. For me, I've had this one coin that I carried with me everywhere that I've ever gone, even throughout the entire trial. I've had this one coin. This is a Donald Trump coin. I support Donald Trump. I'm all for him, and I think he's doing great things for our country. And Donald Trump, since your inauguration, you've done a hell of a lot for the country so far, and it's greatly appreciated. I would encourage you to look at the situation and look into the Hammond situation and really see to it that this doesn't happen to people again, because these are great atrocities that are happening to the people, and we need help. We need the Constitution and the Constitution is there for the people.
The power